Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is your weekly love reading for this week of July 7th to the 14th. Leo, this is your channel. Keep in mind that time is fluid and stick around towards the end. I will be getting each zodiac signs, feelings, and actions towards you for the week. All right, Leo, let's see what your overall energy is for love. Bear with me as I read for single, separated, and in partnership. Take what's yours and leave the rest behind. So, Leo, your overall energy for love is harvest. All right, you planted the seed the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right, so when the harvest card comes through, this is a strong indication of manifesting love, manifesting a specific offer, manifesting in a specific person. So it looks like there is going to be a connection that comes into your life or is in your life around you at the moment that is divinely connected to you manifesting it. So it looks like something is coming to life for you here, Leo. It could be a very exciting time. Some of you may even find yourself in this position with this person in symbolism of imagery, kind of like laying down with each other, being with each other, embracing each other's energy. But it definitely looks like there is some type of connection blossoming for you here, or some type of manifestation you wanted towards love. Let's see what else you got going on. First card out is offer. There it is. There is the harvest coming through. So you're receiving an offer of love, an offer of a relationship, an offer of seeing where a connection can go. If this is a new person, offer could very much indicate a new individual or some energy coming in or back in. We have action. So actions will be taken towards you this week, Leo, and we have received. All right. So I feel like with this energy coming through, very interesting energy here that you have, which is a strong indication that I feel like for a lot of you, you are aware intuitively to just go with the flow of how this offer is coming in. So, a lot of the times you may meet somebody, but the progression of the connection may take a bit. The action moving forward may take some time, whether it's a day, a week, a couple weeks. There's definitely something that is starting for you in the physical. And the fact that you have received here, there is a knowing in your energy that this is something that you should put effort or respond back into. Like, for example, if you are connecting to somebody in this moment and you have been connecting to somebody and they're offering more of their feelings, their emotion, their time and energy, some of you may be in that receival mode and realizing, all right, to make this connection something, I must also give back as well. So a lot of action being taken towards you and offer coming your way, Leo. And with the energy you've received, this is like your intuition knowing something. So really pay attention to what your gut is saying to you upon meeting this person, progressing a connection with somebody, and or possible return of a past person. Just really figure out what your intuition is saying, because the fact that you have received shows that you are having intuitive downloads with this individual in your energy. So let's see what your tarot theme cards are, Leo. We have Embrace with the World. So the fact that this energy is under offer, if you recently went through an ending or had just kind of situations that didn't really last, there could be a connection with this person coming in where you understand why other things didn't work out. We have Win or Lose with the Five of Swords. And we have Choose Your Battles with the Seven of Wands. Okay. So, Leo, it definitely looks like somebody is interested in you here. Somebody is definitely in a position of offering you more of their time, energy, and communication. But I feel like for you, you have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So there is a strong indication that some of you don't really know. Especially if this is a new person or a past person or something you weren't expecting from a current person. You're like, do I take action? Do I express back? Do I initiate something? Do I not? So I feel like for some of you, despite this offer coming in, you look really confused on how to engage with the offer. If that makes sense. Let's clarify this here for you, Leo, and get your advice and outcome. Some of you, offer could be an ace, so there could just be a new person around you or a return or like a new start, and you may be a little confused on like how to navigate that. On the World, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. On the Five of Swords, we have Death. And on the Seven of Wands, we have, hello, the Lovers. So there's a connection that's going to grow, or there's a connection that's around you, or has just become around you. I feel like you're resisting. It looks like you're resisting your feelings for somebody or resisting something. Yeah, you definitely look like you're resisting something. I do want to say that there is a possibility this person gives off defensive energy or closed off energy despite them coming in with an offer. Some of you may feel like it's not as big as an offer as you would like, but you still do feel connected to this person. You do see some type of harvest coming into your love life, but I feel like for some of you Leos, I get like a really strong pumping brakes energy where like, yeah, you may be into it, or yeah, you may be excited about it, or yeah, you may feel that connection, but you have the World to the Three of Swords. So your energy is going to be protected over getting hurt above a connection at this moment. For whatever reason why. Your advice is strength. Yeah. Control your energy. So you are feeling that. I feel like for some reason either you're like, I don't want to go too fast, or I don't want to put too much pressure on this. There's something about like, you know, when a seed is planted and you see the flower, let's think of nature for a second because you have harvest. When the seed is coming out, right? The full flower isn't there right away. You know what I mean? Like that little circle's there, and then the circle opens, and then the petals form. So for some of you, it's literally just that sprout coming through, and they're still going to need that patience and that control to really engage in the connection and giving it that, I don't want to say the word patience again, but like allowing to open up, like allowing to be like, nobody forces the flower to grow. When they see the sprout come in, what do? They get excited that the sprout is there. So I feel like letting a connection unfold could be a little difficult for you. Because you look like you feel something. You look like you feel connected to this person. You look like you feel good about a reconnection or something like that. But there is a little bit of like a not wanting to force something. All right, let's see. Your outcome is the Two of Swords. Some of you, dare I say, scared to feel feelings. Some of you maybe just didn't expect love to come in or someone to come back in, or maybe you didn't even expect to feel something towards someone. And I feel like with this happening, there is an energy of uncertainty. It's like there's offers, there's possible action. There could be a slight expectation energy when I see the Two of Swords in your outcome. You could have very high expectations of love. Like I said, we don't have high expectations of the sprout when the seed finally sprouts, right? We let the flower grow how it wants to grow. So with the Two of Swords being in your outcome, I feel like there could be a little bit of expectations you have. It's like, yeah, the offer's coming in, but you're like, okay, well, the offer needs to be like this. You need to talk to me at this times. I need to see you at these times. I need to be reassured in these ways. And like for some of you, it could be a new individual and there's just that progression that's needed. But it does look like there could be some sort of defense energy or some resistance to feelings you may be having. Let's see. On the lovers, we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So there's definitely somebody that wants to court you, pursue you, get to know you better. There's the flowers. I can literally see like a plant in a pot and like just the sprout has come out of the dirt so far. The Strength card as your advice with the Page of Wands. So your advice is to be action-oriented, but control the possible triggers or fears. Control the fear of being hurt. Because sometimes, you know, the fact that the Strength card is your advice, I feel the need to bring up Leo's energy in general. You know, as being ruled by the Lion, being ruled by the Sun, when there's interest being shown, I feel like there is kind of like this energy that specifically fixed signs hold, where it's like, all right, you're showing me interest, but this is how I need you to do it. The energy is kind of like allow the person to show you who they are, and either you like them from that or you don't like them from that. And with your advice, don't let something stop you from being passionate and taking action. Like, for example, if somebody took a day to respond back to you or a couple days to respond back to you, or they can't see you until next week, that shouldn't mean that your hope and love should just deteriorate. Like, I feel like there is a fresh start for something, a totally new beginning. And it's like that starting from scratch. It's like that building that foundation. But your outcome being the Two of Swords, I'm not sure if you necessarily see that. And, you know, a fire energy could be a lot faster than any other energy. You know, I know there's not only Leo suns watching, but if you have a Leo moon or Leo rising or Leo Venus, you may just be like, all right, well, you should like me and be obsessed with me right away. And, like, not everybody's going to be like that. And sometimes when people are like that, it's really not that healthy and things crash and burn. So the Two of Swords being your outcome, the Knight of Pentacles, I'm telling you. There's something about the energy of this connection is like the offers are being made, but the progression of growth for this new start, this restart, or this new person, it's going to take a little bit of time. And that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race when you see the Knight of Pentacles. And some of you, the emotions are heightened with the Two of Swords, so you're not really fully seeing that per se. Maybe that has to do with you. Maybe you are like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know why I feel like this so quickly. I don't know what to do. I don't like the way this is like this or this is like this. And it's only been day one, you know? So let's see. Let's clarify this here for you, Leo. These last three positions one more time, and then we'll get your all signs portion. Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there is like a distrusting energy I feel like you have. I feel like you just, whatever new love is around or whatever things moving forward, like there is that faith, there is that, ooh, yeah, I've planted the seed for manifestation and here it is. And almost like the manifestation comes and you're like, it must be bad though. It must have things wrong with it. It must not be good. Knight of Swords is your advice and the outcome with the Nine of Wands. Yeah. So despite love being here, your wall is still high, real high. We're going to clarify that Seven of Swords here. And I feel like with received on this position, you kind of know that. Or some of you may just feel like, you know, I feel the need to feel it out, do some things. Queen of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like it could be about a specific, I feel like, all right, you have action here. You have Five of Swords and the Death card. For a lot of you, this person may take actions differently than you expect or differently than you're used to. And that might create an energy of you not trusting them just because it's different than what you're used to. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not what you may be comfortable with. I feel like slow and steady may not be comfortable with you for love for some reason. Chariot, Moon, yeah. Some of you, There might just be too much, you know, especially if you're a single Leo. And energy's here, and energy's coming in. It feels good, it feels nice. But the uncertainty of it all could be something that you're like, do I want a mystery? No. Do I mean that this person's not being straightforward? Maybe, maybe not. But like I said, and I get this imagery of a pot of dirt with a sprout coming out of it. So like you're not seeing the full flower yet. And for some of you, you may just be like, just the uncertainty of how the flower is going to blossom may cause you to pull a wall up, stray away, or just not trust the individual for whatever reasons why. But there's a manifestation of a new path, a new person, or a potential restart with somebody. But I feel like since you can't see the future, it's causing a little bit of uncertainty. Chariot, long distance even. Possibly this person lives farther from you, and that causes trust issues for you right away. Queen of Pentacles, Hanged Man. Yeah. So offers are here. There's an energy around, but you feel very stuck on the actions you should take back or if you should just do anything at all. And that could be for reasons that you feel. You know, like I said, there could be some expectations or there could be some pros and cons or deal breakers that you're just kind of like, I don't know. But I definitely feel like for a lot of you, although a manifestation of an individual is in front of you, some of you may just take the energy, take the lesson, and continue on your solo journey. Or some of you may say, all right, well, I'll see. But I don't know with that moon there. All right, I'll clarify one more time. I'll clarify the outcome one more time. Because I do get some emails and I do get some comments. And people are like, can you please extend the reading? Or where are your extended readings? I'll pay for it. Guys, I don't do that. But I have a feeling some of y'all are going to want this clarified. So let's see. Why do we have the moon on the Nine of Wands in the outcome, please? The Six of Cups. All right, so you're scared of repeating past hurts. Yeah. Seven of Cups. Emperor. A lot of you are really confused too. You're not certain. Like, is this the one? Is this a person on the journey towards the one? And I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to say yes or no because there's the thousands Leos on here. There's no way it's going to be the one for everyone. And there's no way it's not going to be the one for everyone. So you're going to have to use your own discernment. You got to do that with readings. And if you do watch readings where someone tells you, oh my God, this is the soulmate forever, this, that, and the other, and here you are 3 years later single, like, that's like giving you a high for no reason. You know, I'm going to be honest. There is a potential of a soulmate movement towards this connection being something, but I don't even know if you really want to wait that long. For some reason, I just feel like there's this potential of resistance and waiting that you might just decide to stick with yourself. Some of you may decide to see where it goes. But I definitely feel like it's going to be 50-50. And it looks like it's because of the uncertainty of how a situation will grow. And what direction the flower will blossom. And how many petals it has. And how strong it is. You know, like things like that. So let's see. Leo, interesting reading for this week. All the way from Aries to Pisces, we're going to get each zodiac sign's feelings and actions towards you for the week. Take what resonates with this portion as well. Leave the rest behind. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread, you do have a lot of fixed energy here. You got the World. You got Scorpio energy. You got Leo energy. The only mutable energy you have is in this position with Gemini and Pisces energy. You have a little cardinal energy with Aries and Cancer. But there's like a really big uncertainty of like not knowing what to do, not knowing how to express yourself. It's like, do I tell this person I'm interested? Do you not? Do you say something? Do you initiate a getting together moment? Could be a little much for you this week, but hey, that's what you got. Let's see. We have Aries. I know I messed up everything, and the 10 of Cups. So Aries feels like they messed up greatly with the happiness of this connection. I feel like Aries doesn't really know exactly what to do to restore happiness fully, but with the Ace of Cups, they may definitely make an offer towards you and try. Don't tell me all these are backwards. Okay, no. Okay, Taurus. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson and the Page of Wands. So a spark coming in from a Taurus. If you haven't heard from one, you definitely may hear from one this week. They're grateful from what they learned from you. And the Page of Wands would be kind of like a message coming in from a Taurus, text message, social media vibes, and or resparking or having a spark with a Taurus. Gemini, it's time for me to heal now. And the Knight of Cups. So Gemini may be distancing themselves from this connection despite them still being interested in you. They may be keeping their options open and using the excuse that they're healing. So you do have Gemini in the energy, so that could be somebody that you're iffy on. But despite there being an emotional connection or some type of connection between the two of you, it does look like Gemini is continuing on their journey and focusing on themselves. Cancer, I left before you could leave me, and the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is an inaction card. So you may not get much or at all action from a Cancer this week. They left before you could leave them. So Cancer may have definitely had some abandonment issues, but with the Four of Swords may not get much from them this week. And the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, closed off, shut down, and not taking much action. All right, Leo, towards you, Leo. I want to be more than friends, and the Seven of Cups. So Leo is definitely fantasizing about you. They're dreaming about you. They're thinking of all different ways that you two can connect or reconnect. They want to be more than friends with you. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like they don't really know exactly how to approach that. But with the Eight of Wands here, they may definitely figure it out and try. Virgo. I hope that you can forgive me one day. And the Hierophant. So Virgo may have done something that messed with the stability of this connection. Seven of Swords, yeah. So Virgo lied to you or deceived you or did something that caused you to not really want to be around them or not really that happy with them. They hope that you can forgive them one day, but are they taking any accountability or action towards it? Possibly they may try to tell you the truth and hope that it like sets the connection free. But I don't really get like super strong apologetic energy. They might just like try to tell you some truths. Scorpio. Libra. I'm sorry, damn, I almost messed up that whole second portion. Libra. I wonder if you're happy without me, and the Eight of Pentacles. So Libra is trying their best to focus on themselves, but they are having you in the back of their mind. They're wondering if you are happy without them, but with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm not necessarily sure they'll take much action. Let's see, Six of Cups. I feel like there's an iffy energy with Libra. I feel like Libra would hope that you would miss them and say something to them. If not, I feel like eventually they do want to let you know that they're thinking about you and miss you. Maybe not this week or towards the end of the week at least. Scorpio, you came closer than anyone, and the Page of Pentacles. Could be an apology coming in from a Scorpio. Page of Pentacles, if it's not an apology, could be like a plan to do something for the future. Scorpio may be reaching out to you like, hey, what are you doing this weekend or next week or whatever. Page of Pentacles, definitely a start. This is the Page of Pentacles kind of connection that I feel with the Sprout. The Page of Pentacles is like a sprout coming through. All right, next up is Sagittarius. I feel you even though we are apart. And the Queen of Wands. Damn, everybody's upside, inside out, living La Vida Loca over here. I can't. And I don't read reversals. There's enough crappy cards in the deck for you to get a bad message. And there's enough positive cards for you to get a good message. Here we go. We have Sagittarius. They feel you even though you are apart with the Queen of Wands. Sagittarius is very highly attracted to you. Even though you two are possibly not around each other. Eight of Wands. Could be in your head about a Sagittarius. They may also be in their head about you. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there still could be distance between the two of you. You may not trust a Sagittarius because you may feel like they have interest in everybody. Or like they're just like an easy individual. Alright, next up is Capricorn. I'm so attracted to you, and the Two of Swords. So Capricorn's definitely attracted towards you and really into your energy. But with the Two of Swords, they may not know exactly how to do that, how to engage with that. And that actually does match the connection to the reading. So thank you, Capricorn's combination. Despite it being Capricorn's moment, this is a great time for me to explain what I feel in the reading. So I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's like really, really attracted towards you, where they actually like shut down and like don't know what to do in general. But this looks like what Capricorn could be doing. They're very attracted to you, but they like don't know what to do about it. And that could be annoying, or that could be difficult for you. Ace of Pentacles, they may attempt to do something about it by week's end. But you may have a little bit of uncertainty about a Capricorn until they make an offer. Next up is Aquarius. I look for you everywhere, and the Two of Pentacles. So Aquarius is confused about this connection, or they just have a lot going on right now. They look for you everywhere in hopes that they'll run into you, but with the Six of Swords, they are at a distance and focusing on possibly their busy schedule or like what they got on, or possibly Aquarius uses that as an excuse that they're really busy with things and may feel like they'll just run into you eventually. And lastly, we have Pisces. I knew exactly what I was doing, and the Knight of Wands. So you may deal with an inconsistent Pisces. They're here one day, gone the next. Justice, they knew what they were doing when they were being inconsistent, and with the Justice energy, they may definitely try to come back around for your Six of Wands. There it is, attention. So could have a resurfacing from a Pisces, or you may just have more attention or get more attention from your Pisces this week after possibly them being all over the place. So Leo, let's make sure everyone's out here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Oh, I almost called you Pisces. All right, Leo, thank you for being here and for watching. If you would like to book with me or shop any of my products, you can find my Etsy shop down below. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. We are officially, I feel like about like a week and a half away, maybe like 2 weeks of Leo season. If you are a Leo sun, every day of Leo season, you will get a reading. So if you are a Leo sun, guess what? You will get your own birthday reading. And that doesn't mean that the channel is not going to resonate still with Leo moons and Leo risings and Leo Venuses or other people on here who are not sun signs. Just because the Leo season daily marathon is coming up does not mean you cannot still resonate with those readings. Actually, random, last weekend's reading for July 4th, you guys got the handshake card and the tea leaf. I believe it was in this position right here. Y'all, I'm a Leo moon and Mars, and what did I do this weekend? I think I shook hands with like at least 4 or 5 different people this weekend. So that was really creepy, and now I'm also realizing that the received card is a hand once again. But yeah, that was really weird for me because when I grounded my energy and back into what readings I do, because I try to forget about them, or I try to not like put my energy into them. So, you know, those types of things. But I kid you not, like after I was done with the weekend, I was like, I feel like I shook hands with everybody. And it like reminded me of something. So I'm a Leo moon and Mars, and that was spot on. That was crazy. And not all of them resonate like to the T like that. But this past weekend's reading, oh, did it resonate to a T? I'll tell you that. That was crazy. But anyways, that's what I have here for you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. I'll talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Have a good one. Bye now.